Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Pause Menu with Simi. I am Simi, your host. Today we're going to be checking out my plant deck because in the next couple of days the Pokemon Challenge is going to be challengeable, I guess, or I'll be able to join the league. So let's take a look at some of the decks before I join the tournament. So this is my plant deck. Probably one of my best decks. I think I only have 4 good decks or 5. I don't know. But let's see how I do. Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, just let me know your thoughts, where I can get better, what I could have done good, I guess, or your thoughts in general. But yeah, let's start this off. At first, I thought this was going to be a pretty simple match, but as you can see, the time, boy, was I wrong. Nothing was easy about this at all. But let's see how I do and see why it was so long in the first place. So there's a couple decks that I don't like going against, and I think this is one of them. The Lucario, the Starmie, and that Dragon, even though I love dragons. Those are the 3 decks that I absolutely hate going against. But this deck did pretty well, surprisingly. Even I think I kind of messed up on this. I don't remember. I'm recording this after. Doing my voiceover after I played this a couple of days ago. But yeah, very standard. Great ability. And I'm lucky. I think they're all weak against me. So this should be pretty easy. I was thinking like energy is the most important thing in Tangela. Very important. Because one, all I have to do is see, it's very simple. And then this deck to me, I use this deck mostly to focus around um, Vileplume because of the confusion and the sleep and poison effect. And because of as you can see, how everything was set up, I was easily able to get the first gens out. I'm trying to figure out which should I do. Oh yeah, it's on the wrong side. I was like, well, yeah, it makes sense. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that makes sense. But when I got this card, I was thinking like, do I immediately use that or not? And this is one thing I like about this Pokemon, because I can easily summon all the evolved forms for Vileplume. As long as I have it out, I'll be like, all right, this is simple. 1, 2, 3. Definitely able to summon them out, and bam. And so far, it's looking, as long as I get another energy, I will be able to definitely rip through this deck. I don't like going against that, not as much anymore, but before I didn't like going against, I think it's that little virus, I think it's a virus or fighting type, where it gets all its power-ups, and then pretty much it automatically wins. Every time I've gone against it, I've never beaten it once it's gotten all its um punch power ups, because I usually just end up losing. But we'll see how this goes. And I don't know why he gave that one energy, but hopefully he doesn't attack sometimes. I mean, if you're gonna give a Pokemon energy, I guess it makes sense to attack. So right now it's 7 of those. Alright, so this is simple. We need to make sure that he doesn't have enough energy. So I usually keep that in my deck, 2 of those. Because to me that's important to get rid of like the chance of him having energy. Also, if you hear my voice, I just kind of woke up. I did have a long day, but that's neither here or there. Neither here or there. But yeah. Let me see how that is going. What is taking him so long? Sometimes also I like playing this card if I'm like about to do like an errand, not a real quick errand or something fast. I need some time because it usually takes them a while. All right, seems like easy enough. Gonna get rid of his energies, poison, put that there. Able to go through another one, and then I'll be able to play it. Bam! So far, it's looking good. So I kind of make a mistake because I'm not paying attention. I am really embarrassed about this because I thought the card down there was a different card. Let me see what he's gonna do. He doesn't have that many cards anyway, so unless he, okay, or she, see. So once it gets like what, four of those, I'm usually in trouble. And this is the problem. I use that so I can attack, which is good, and then I have that. So for some reason, I get confused and think that's a different card. I forgot what card I thought it was. Oh, now I remember. For some reason, I thought it was the May card. You know the May card where you play it and then you get to pick all three levels of an evolution, like 1, 2, and 3. For some reason, I thought that was the card. I don't know, I had card blindness or I was not paying attention, but that's what I thought. And then I'm like, oh crap, that's not what I wanted to do. And then to me, if I would have never done that, this battle would have been over already. But since I screwed that up, I'm like, I guess, whatever. Let me know if in the comments if you think that was a mistake. I kind of do, but whatevs, I guess. I'm like, oh, and that's the car I thought I was going to see. That was the car I thought I had, but like, all right, whatever. Because reality, I was going to use that one card called the Get Over Here card to pull over that little bug. And since I think it's super effective against grass, I was going to get rid of that. That would have been 3 right there, and then I'll slowly get rid of all his cards. But I'm like, could have been, that mistake couldn't have been that bad. But looking back on it, I think it was because this battle would have been over much sooner. Much sooner. So yeah. And then, okay, thanks for cheering me on. All right, cool. So I did that instead of the other one I wanted because I would have got 3 cards right here. But it's whatevs. We'll see. See, it would have been dead already. But anywho, so it's its turn. This is my biggest fear. I'm hoping that he doesn't have any energy cards that I can use. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, all the energy in the world. So flip the script, and now he has 9 cards. He went from like 3 to 9 instantly, and this is gonna be. And this is where I thought I'm probably gonna lose this right here. There's no way, and there's no way I'm not gonna lose this. Yep, that's pretty much it for me. Oh yeah, that's it's over, and that's why I hate going against this. At one point, I hate going against this card, but not anymore. And then it makes things worse. He has that card, which I don't know if you know anything about that card. You can't attack it if your Pokemon has an ability. And guess what? All my Pokemon has an ability. So in theory, see, that's what I did. Like, that's 3. I counted 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, bro, see, I would have definitely won that. But nope. I would have knocked him out first, and now this battle has begun a long. This is why this battle took so long. So I don't have any energies. I have 3. Oh, I do have energy. 1, 2. Oh, yeah, there we go. So let's see. I guess. Yeah. No, because if he dies, I'll be screwed. So I gave him the energy. And then I'm thinking this will take a less ability, and no Pokemon has ability. So I'm thinking, or what if I get something else? So I'm gonna let go. And then he's going to attack. And I am going to be screwed out of yeah, see, yeah, see, notification 0, which I hate that. I hate it. And then there's like an item that goes with it. I think some of you know what the item is. I don't remember the item. Some of you know what the item is. Great. So bam, 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 bam. I was lucky because it's usually 300. Usually he gets it twice, but I lucked out. Great. So I get this card. My turn. I have energy, this, and I need to keep it live longer, so I have to give it that. Even though it's a little bit hard to transfer, and since I have both of these, yeah, I better heal. Heal, baby, heal. And I can't do anything else, so I'm just going to, I guess, give it that to him and see if I can get any more. Any Blind Plume? Nope. I think I only have 2 in this deck. Maybe 3, but definitely 2. Maybe 3. I don't remember. Usually I know how many Pokemon each Pokemon have. Yeah, I'm doing the math here. So that's 3. Yeah. All right. So if he does that attack again, if he does it twice, I'm definitely screwed. So we'll see. Surprised he didn't do the regular attack, but I mean, I don't blame him. Stone arms, to stack them up. So if I survive this, I definitely can beat it for sure. Definitely can beat it. But if I don't, we'll see. We'll see what will happen. So fingers crossed. 2. Wow. 2. If we get one more, yeah, I still have enough energy anyway. All right, cool. I have that. So let's finish this. I think question mark. Yeah, why not? More the merrier. Or the merrier the more. Before we attack, obviously we have to heal because it defeats the purpose of having. Oh yeah, this is another reason why. 30% heal. If I have 2, technically it's 60%. If I have 3, we 90, practically 100%. I should have a whole gang of those. Bam, and 30%, and that's 3 on my part. 1, 2, 3, and that's good. That's great. And this is pretty much over. So now we have a problem. We have a major problem. Not that big of a deal of a problem. See, yeah, so with that ability, I literally cannot attack. I cannot attack, or it can't be, I can't do no damage to him. Because all my Pokemon abilities, my best hope is if I get like a get over here card. I have 3 of them in my deck, so I accidentally got rid of one of them when I did that shuffle. I didn't get rid of them, put them back in the deck. Or I could get a Ivysaur and then use that Ivysaur to like fight it off if it didn't have all that energy. Because I think he can kill an Ivysaur one hit because it does 120. And then if I get 2 Ivysaurs and like some other Pokemon that don't have abilities, maybe I might have a fighting chance. So that is my only hope. Until then, I have to hold off until I come up with some type of strategy, which is crazy to me. At some point, I'm wondering, like, what are you doing, bro? You can only give him so much energy, cruel energy. I'm thinking to myself, like, hopefully, all I have to do is switch over, keep Venusaur alive long enough to switch over, and then one hit that bird or Meowth. because those are 2 right there, and that'll be an easy kill. Keep Venusaur alive. Vileplume could technically stay alive long enough. I could use it, but what's gonna happen is I attack once and then they switch, and then I have to get another like come over here card or boss card to attack again. So I just need 1, and that's pretty much the next 10 minutes of me waiting. So I realized, okay, I'll do 0 damage, but I'll still heal. And I'm thinking like, all right, maybe I might get a Venusaur or something. All right, maybe, I don't know, maybe I might end up killing it. I don't know. So I'm trying to figure this out. Lovely fragrance. First thing I had to do is heal before you do anything. Because there has been times where I literally forgot to heal and I attack, and I'm like, oh, this is over. Great. Just energy. All right, cool. So now I'm just screwed. So, I don't know what to do. Yeah. Thank goodness he didn't use that for the other Pokemon, because I would have been screwed. But I'm glad you didn't understand. Either way, so I'm thinking like, all right, if I give it to that Pokemon, I mean, to me it was like, it doesn't matter who I give the energy to. I guess as long as I give it to someone, so I can transfer it over. I'm thinking like, I don't want it to die with all this energy, but I'm like, I guess it doesn't really matter. But if I do attack, I still get like 40% heal, even though it doesn't do no damage. 30%. Cool. So now, basically, the name of the game is survive. I just had to basically survive. That's all I have to do. Nothing else. Come up with a strategy and survive. And right now, or like maybe he has 16 cards. Maybe if I'm lucky enough, run out. I don't know. Or he has 11 minutes. So this is going to be a long drag. And then part of me's like, as I'm playing him, it's like, what are you doing? There's no other strategy. The only thing, unless you have like a get over here card, there's nothing. Even if that's the only thing you can kind of do, but you don't. Or if you do, you're not playing it. That's what I would do if I were you. But like, whatever, keep on attacking, and then maybe slowly I'll give up. And I realize, well, he has all these cards. I guess I can get rid of some of these cards. But like, thinking back on it now, it kind of like takes him forever to get rid of these cards. Why? You don't, like, I don't know. I don't know what his strategy was, or her strategy. I don't know what their strategy was as they were doing this, but I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, that was not that long. He could have, I don't know if he had a strategy. Maybe it was just to, like, wait me out and, like, keep on attacking until I give up. But I know in my deck, I always keep 3 of those cards. Yeah. The reason why I'm switching them out, because I need, like I said, my main strategy is to keep Venusaur alive long enough where I can get one of those 3 cards to get over here or switch out cards, so I can attack his Meowth or that bird. That's my strategy, because it can one shot. So keep him alive, switch him out long enough, and then like hopefully I'll get it soon, and then I can switch in Venusaur, and that'll be, or let Vileplume die, switch in Venusaur, and then finish the battle. That's my strategy. But that's why I always keep 3 of them in my deck at all times. All my decks have 3, just in case a scenario like this happens where I meet a Pokemon where I can't attack it for some reason, but the opponent has other cards that I can attack. That way I can do a switch and then get the points. And I was trying to figure out, like, all right, why 3? Because if an opponent has 3 2-point, if you take 2-point cards on their side of the field, if they have 3 of those, that's 6 points, and I win. So that's the number 3. 2, which will require me to hopefully them have a combination of a 3, a 2-point worth card, and then a 1. That's my that's the goal or the point of that. But you still, in most cases, it won't add up. So 3 is perfect, at least for me, anyway. Have to see. Excuse me. Yeah. So I don't know what's taking them so long. What's your strategy, dude? Because from over here, from where I'm at, you don't have a strategy, so it shouldn't take you this long. And if I was him, if his strategy is not to take out one of my back cards or bring out my other cards or that Ivysaur, which would be my strategy if I was him, I'll just keep on attacking. It shouldn't take that long to make a decision. And I'm just sitting here waiting, stacking up energy. He's probably thinking like, "What are you doing? Just give up." But if you got those cards, keep on playing, keep on healing. And yeah, one more hit, you're dead, bud. So we're going to have to switch you again. Who are we going to switch you with? He's going to die. Yeah, I guess so. Goodbye. I have no more. I don't have a real use for him since. Yeah, I have no real use for him, so I'm okay. I just need someone to stall. Hopefully, the next turn I get the card that I'm looking for. If not, this is going to go on forever. Right now, he's at 15. I'm at 14. I don't know when this happened, but I will run out of cards before he does. And I think he's thinking like, they're thinking like, okay, either I run out of cards or time, and that's what they're thinking. So now I think they might start like attacking faster, because looking at it, their point of view, they're like, all right, he doesn't have the advantage. Like he probably thinks he has an advantage over me, which is fine. Cool. So I have Bulbasaur out there is another sacrifice card. He needs 3 points. So right now, all he has to do is pull out Venusaur, and that's it. But I don't know if he doesn't have the card, or he's taking his time, or just trying to slowly drag me apart or whatever. But you should always end it. Don't play with your food. So I'm fighting back, and yeah, I was thinking to myself like, oh man, it would be cool if he can attack from the back line or get some energy or heal from the back line. But I guess I have to attack, whatever. So attack. This shouldn't take. This is not rocket scientist. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. He said, all right, time wise or card wise, he's gonna win in his mind. He's like, if you want to play the long game, if you want to waste my time, fine. I have no problem. Like, all right, dude, joke's on you. We'll see how that goes. So I'm down to 2, which means whatever any of these cards that's up there, if they lose, I'll make lose anyway. So let me think. Yeah, so yeah, any card I put up there, if I lose, I'll make a lose. So I might as well just give him all the energy cards, I guess. I think that's what I'm thinking. After I heal, healing is important, guys. Remember that. Always heal, because you never know. And I'm practically at 0 life now. Or not 0 life. Oh, crap, I can't attack. Yeah, I can. I'll just transfer them over. 1, 2. I think I'm starting to get all right. And then double jump, and then I'll have down to 10% attack. Cool. So now it's just literally a waiting game. Literally a waiting game. Unless he comes up with a strategy or something. I don't know why. He could have just pulled out another Geo card and then like easily get ready to wipe me out. But that's neither here or there. I don't know his strategy. Yeah, of course I'm going to use that. A little buffer. Heal, of course. And then, oh look, my Vileplume's life is all the way back down. Heal, of course. At some point, I might even run out of energy too. This might be bad. And then heal again. I might end up switching them around. I don't know. We'll see how long this is going to take. 60. Oh, this is so annoying. Yeah, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Takes 4. So I'm getting another energy. I'll definitely be able to transfer him again. But if I do that, I don't know if I will be able to attack in the future. What's taking you so long, buddy? This is not rocket scientist. We're not putting the man on the moon. Just attack. There you go. My turn. Finally, okay, another energy one. Shoot. Cool, good for me. Heal, of course. Heal again. So that's literally 90. So that's half. If I would have got one more Vileplume, that would have been, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. If I would have had one more Vileplume, every damage he did, I would have healed it all. But maybe that's a good reason for me to actually have 3 instead of 2. I don't know. What do y'all think, chat? Do y'all think this fight is going longer than it has to? I'm not crazy, right? Where is this card? Sometimes this game gives me the card I need, but I don't know. There we go. So the fight is over. All right, so switch him, bam, attack. So basically, we're going to be taking a look at my cards that I'm going to use for the next tournament. Let me know your thoughts in the comments of how can I improve this deck, where I went wrong, where I went right, and I will appreciate it. And stay tuned for the other decks that I have. And thank you for joining me on my Pokemon training. And don't forget, always stay nerdy. See you later, guys.